Hello there, and welcome to this week's weekly montage, episode number 5. This week it's going to be all about tanking. I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks with you on how to keep those kill streaks going. Starting off with the quick repair. Here's an example. That was a bomber dropping some bombs on me. He did like 45-50 damage there. Because I used my quick repair instantly, the second I took that damage, I used the quick repair. That got me back up to 87, which means that it's recharging now. I'm reloading. Really, that's just all. That's the first tip of the video, guys. If you get hit for more than 20 damage from anything, use your fast repair instantly. So there he goes. He's come around again and hit me again. Second tip: if you are lower than 20 health and you don't have a quick repair, smoke out full repair. Now, the heavy tank, in my opinion, only has one variant worth using. Now, you guys might say, yeah, I'll enjoy using the flamethrowers or having your buddies in the side of the tank using the flamethrowers. Smoke is far more important than flamethrowers, or what's the other one? It does like heavy guns and puts ammo and stuff down. Forget those tanks, guys. Heavy tank is the standard one. That's the only one to use because, like I say, you've got that smoke, and the smoke will keep you alive and keep your kill streaks going a lot more than what flamethrower will. So what I'm doing here is what you may not have noticed is this rock that's on the right hand side of the screen. I'm actually using this rock in and around this clip. Now, unfortunately, I don't get the kill on this heavy tank because someone else gets the last shot on him. Like, there you go, I've disabled him, someone else gets that last shot. Here I'm down to my last shell. That's just a bit of luck that he happens to drive past there. So now it's time to reload and reposition. The reload time on this tank is pretty decent. You don't have to worry too much, but if you get the chance, you really need to reload all 6 shells, because if you come up against another heavy tank, it's going to take all 6 of those shells to destroy them. Like you see, I've got this rock here in front of me, so I'm covered from F, and I'm looking up this road towards G, because that's the point which they have capped, and a land ship is now coming. I know there's some guys on these rocks, so I thought they sort of pushed me. There's the land ship. Look, he can't see me right now because I'm around behind these rocks. Just sort of waiting. His attention's diverted to someone else, so I know he's not looking at me, and I'm only showing a sliver of the front of my tank, which is on an angle where I probably would get a ricochet if he hit me anyway. I just got a ricochet on him there. There you go, that's him down. So now just back up, use the rocks again. I've got 2 shots left, so get a little reload in, and now I'm going to push the point because I know there's no enemy armor here. Just a matter of pushing the point. So that's the third tip. Obviously, we've had now quick repair, use the smoke tank on the heavy, and using sort of cover, like using rocks and the terrain as cover. This is another sort of tip here. This is positioning. Now, a lot of people would have just kept ploughing forward here and tried to engage these vehicles, whereas I don't. Watch what I do here. I just get the smallest gap here. There's a artillery truck and a land ship over there, so I go for the artillery truck first because he's got the least health. By positioning my tank where I have, that's 2 shots I've now hit him with. He doesn't even know where I am. I'll push up a bit more now because I know he's trying to get away, because I know he's now down to 1 shot because he's used a fast repair. That's why he's still alive. That shot, that was a nice little shot, that one right in the rear. I managed to get him as he was driving off. Now it's like, you know, get your attention on the land ship. As you can see, I'm running out of bullets, so don't fire that shot there. I could have fired there, but by leaving 1 shot in your chamber or in your clip or whatever you want to call it for your tank, it means that your other shots reload faster. So try not to spend all of your shells in one go. Like, this is just like, watch that, I'm waiting for the reload, waiting for the reload. Shooting at planes, let them get as close as you can, especially with heavy tanks. Just let them get really, really close to you before you shoot, and aim. Just lead them, but if they're close, you shouldn't need to lead them too much. Now, but this is just a lot of kills really fast. I get lucky there because he's already damaged that guy. As you saw, he's already bailing out of that tank as I come around the corner. And this is on operations. Like, I don't play a lot of operations, and especially don't tank a lot on operations. But at this point, it's just like, get on A and defend it. Not really any tips you can sort of take from this video. It's just a cool clip. Maybe the only tip I'd say is shoot at the floor when you're shooting infantry with this main cannon. Don't aim at them, try and shoot at the floor, kill them with the splash damage, and then you've got a much more high chance of killing the players around them as well. Aiming at the floor, aiming at their feet, that's always, and you get these really cool ragdolls as well, so it also looks really cool when you kill someone like that. This next clip, this is a little bit older. I've had this for a while, but I thought I'd share it with you now on this video because I'm doing tanking stuff. Here's these horses, just absolutely wrecking them here. got on a really nice streak here. Got the fourth tip or fifth tip I'd like to sort of share is the crosshair placement with the heavy tank. Now this little arrow here, anywhere up to 50 meters, your shell will hit directly on the tip of that arrow where it tips upwards. Anything after 100 meters, you get quite a lot of drop, you know, bullet drop or shell drop. So if you see someone who's sort of over 50 meters away, you can aim pretty much just underneath that little arrow and your crosshairs, and you'll get a direct hit on them. Any further than that, you want to use the little line underneath that sort of triangle half arrow. That little line underneath is good for about, if you want to use a shot for about 150 meters, it's the little line underneath. The bottom of that line is your sort of aim and crosshair for anything over 100 meters to 150 meters. Like here, the shotgun. Don't underestimate the shotgun in these tanks, guys. It's really good. A lot of people I see who play never use it, but it can be really effective at close range like there. You can just center the target, especially in like conditions like this where it's a bit foggy. There's a nice 4-man for you. Okay, so that was when I hit my tanker class rank 10. I think I'm 20 now since the patch, the update. I've got up to level 20. So this is pre-patch. This is quite an old clip, maybe 2 months old, something like that. Again, there's the smoke, here's the fast repair. I use it quite early here, like I got sort of 59 health, but I'd already used my fast repair, so I thought I'd just get some health back while there's sort of a lull in the fighting. But I say, as soon as you go any lower, see that was a direct hit, that shot, that was a nice one. Then this guy in the building here, there's a nice triple. Yeah, like I say, as soon as you go to anything with like 20 health left, 30 health left, just stop what you're doing, put your smoke down and hit repair. And just hold out for it. Hope that you don't get hit with a K bullet. Hope no one hits you with like a rifle grenade or something like that, which just interrupts your repair. And while you're repairing, you know, you've got, each one takes I think about 10 seconds to do the full revolution. And while you're waiting for that 10 seconds, you really need to be reloading. Like in this situation here, like I've got no bullets left, I've got to reload. So you might as well sit back, repair, reload, let your fast repair, recharge, and then if you're going to go into a fight with another heavy tank or a land ship or, you know, a heavily armored vehicle, always try and enter that fight with 6 rounds in your mag, you know, all 6 rounds recharged and a fast repair ready to be used. So like I say, if you come around a corner and there's a heavy tank there, he shoots you, hit your fast repair instantly and then unload your 6 shells. Really want to be sneaky, unload 5 shells, back off a little bit, then try and use a fast repair and then reload while you've got 1 shell left in your magazine. Because like I say, it makes the reload times a lot faster. You don't want to be reloading 1 shot, you know, firing it, reloading 1 shot, firing it, because that will slow your rate of fire down a lot and you won't be able to get as much damage out. So always try and reload as many shells as you can. You can see here, I'm trying to get these repairs in and they're not working out, but if I wouldn't have done them, I'd have been dead by now. 64 health here, like I've used my fast repair, little think about that repair, but then think, nah, actually, I'm just going to charge him on the point and make sure I'm repairing while scoring some points and help my teammates, because obviously people can spawn in you as a heavy tank, you can get extra people on the flags with them in the relative safety of your tank. These mortars here are just interrupting my repairs constantly.
We have taken objective.
Actually, probably one of the most effective things to interrupt repairs with is K bullets or mortars. That's why I'm just like trying to get away from those mortars. In that time though, like, my fast repair had the 30 seconds it needs to recharge, so I was able to use it again. Sort of on a flank here, you know, you try and be mobile with your tanks. Try not to stay still. Try not to stand in one place and kill several people at once, because when they respawn, you know, if they're anything like me or my friends, they'll be like, that tank just killed me, you know, let's go in as assault, let's all team up on him and try and take him down. So moving on to the next tank now is the Tank Hunter land ship. Any of you who have been watching my recent videos will probably know this is my favourite tank at the moment. Since the patch back in December, DICE upped the damage on this weapon against other vehicles. It's always a one-shot kill against infantry, but they upped it against vehicles and it is really, really effective, doing about 30 damage to any vehicle. The reload time is crazy. It's like a 5-second reload time, so you can deal out a lot of damage with this thing. Here's a repair. Also, the fast repair function, or the manual repair function on this tank is faster than the others. So you can quick repair, then do a full cycle of a normal repair a lot faster in this tank. You always focus on the assault players. That's another really top tip when using this tank, or any tank really. If you see an assault player, get rid of them, because if they go into ground, they're a sitting duck. You know, if they're getting that rocket gun out, just try and concentrate on the players who can do damage to you. If a scout runs past you, you can ignore them. You don't always have to go for every single kill. You know, if there's an assault player, you need to focus your attention on them and kill them as fast as you possibly can, because they're the players that are going to do damage to you. It's just a really nice accurate fire with this, and you know, it's not the easiest thing to do. You've got to be pretty good with your accuracy. Take your time. But this, pick your shots. Don't rush it. Don't, you know, in this point, don't be pressing. There's just another tip. Don't be like sitting there clicking the trigger, like pressing. Wait for it to fire, then all of a sudden it rears and it fires, and you're not really sure of when that shot's going to go. You really need to time your shots with this tank. I'll do some examples here of different types of shots. There's some long range, some short range. Here I've seen this guy on the mini map, like you can see his red dot because the flare's in. So just wait. I'm not moving the crosshair. It's like a different style of aiming. It's like keeping your crosshairs steady and waiting for them to move into a position where you can fire at them without moving your crosshairs. So you're not leading the target, you're waiting for them to cross into your crosshair and then you're firing. Like this, let's see, watch. Just leave it steady because I know he's going to cross it, and just time that crossing point perfectly to hit him. Then you've got kills like this one. He's moving, so I've had to lead him a little bit. You've got like a gradual lead you have to do with this gun. It's pretty, the muzzle velocity is high, the damage is obviously 100 on any hit. So you don't have to, you know, worry too much about where you hit him. Just make sure you hit him, like this guy. That's long distance, but just lead it a little bit because the muzzle velocity is really high. The bullet drop is next to nothing. So it's good for shooting planes, hence this clip. This thing is its own anti-aircraft gun. If you get good with it and you understand the lead and the bullet drop and the muzzle velocity, you can take planes down. I think there's 3 shots in this tank. You can take any vehicle down in pretty much 3 or 4 shots with this thing. I left this clip going here because I probably would have normally edited some of this stuff out, but I just thought I'd leave it in there so you can just see some sort of general gameplay. You know, obviously taking those planes down was a good little clip, but here's just what I do when I go to the next point. I've taken those planes down. I can see the enemy have got B and A, and they're starting to cap D, so I'm going to get in there and try and help my teammates. This heavy tank here, look at the range on this thing. You know, I'm hitting this thing for like 18, 19 damage, and you could do that from across the map because the bullet drop is so small, and you get quite a decent amount of zoom with these tanks as well. See, like there, like he hit me, I used my fast repair instantly. Fortunately, I didn't get to kill him. You know, someone stole that kill, but that doesn't matter. It's a team game battlefield. It doesn't matter if someone steals a kill. At the end of the day, that tank is now no longer on that point causing trouble. Lucky with that shot.
We have lost.
Horses are a 2-shot kill with this gun. A lot of people like horses, a lot of people don't, but this is probably the most effective thing on the battlefield at taking them out because of the muzzle velocity and the accuracy of this gun. To 2-shot a horse isn't particularly difficult. There, you know, I missed that shot, but here, make sure he walks into my crosshairs and take him down there.
We have taken objective Duff.
And that's our team. We've now got D. Just sort of looking, scanning the horizon there for any vehicles popping over from A, because like I can see on the map that they've got A. Comes a bomber. I think this is the same bomber I killed earlier because he knows what to do. I hit him with that shot, but he knows to go up, because once he gets up high, you can't hit him with this. It's for sort of low flying vehicles and planes you can destroy with this cannon. They've even got another heavy tank here to help me. These cars, they're a 2-shot kill. 60 damage I think is what this gun will do. So 2 shots and they're done. So they're a pretty easy target when you're using this tank. Plane, look, bang, 1 shot. He was low, granted, but 1 shot. You can see how easy that was. That's not particularly difficult. To shoot a tank, to shoot a plane and a heavy tank, it's pretty tricky. You know, it takes a bit of skill because the muzzle velocity isn't great, and you've got to wait until they get quite close to you. Whereas in this landship, forget about it. Like, you can shoot them so easily because of the muzzle velocity. These light tanks here, yeah, I don't get these kills. I don't think I get these kills because other people are picking it up. But you can see the amount of damage that I'm dealing out. You know, any tank or vehicle that comes close to this point at the minute is just getting absolutely wrecked by me. It's just really the theory of this tank. It's just a really good vehicle. Can't recommend using it highly enough. As you see there, this week I hit level 100. Be proud of it. It took me 21 days with a kill-death ratio of 2.14, a score per minute of 940. Where's anything else? And 165 MVPs. That are my stats to get to level 100. There it was, level 100. Yeah, I did it pretty quick. You know, watching my videos, you can probably tell I'm on the points a lot, scoring heavily. That's the way to rank up. That's the way to get to 100 as fast as you can. Just play the objective, basically. PTFO the fuck out of it. Get in vehicles. Planes, avoid them because you don't get high points, you know. Play the class which you feel comfortable in. Yeah, just sort of do your own thing, but just score as many points as you can. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.